Welcome to DIY Dad Pat's channel. It's that time again for DIY kettles on, ready to make a brew. So today, gonna try and get loads more done. Gonna try and clear loads of tools out because we're literally getting to a point now. When you've seen it last, my videos, that was done in the dark. So hopefully better in daylight now. Nicely secure wall unit. We're not going to put no doors on this. We're going to leave it open. But I've done it so in the future, if we're going to put doors on, we can do. It's going to be like that. That's the where everything will sit in, live inside for the TV on the side there, you know. So cut out back there for the sockets, get them mounted onto the wall and everything like that, so they're in place. Just enough space for skirting board to go underneath it and be all scribed around. That will be that part there. And then get loads more cleared out of this front room here. So that's what the plan is. So if I take you around there, this here is going to get painted, this wall, but you can see that the woodwork's had primer onto it. So that's looking really nice here. All sorts of stuff coming into it. No post has been primed, which looks great. Walls here are done. This cabinet's ready now for painting. But I'm going to get some primer onto that door because I've got one onto it. Make space to get loads of stuff on there like that. So when it's drying off, windowsills being glossed. Not much to see in the back room because we moved everything into it. But you can see their fence, they're actually falling apart, the fence panels. That's going to be one thing we're going to have to do when they move in. But loads of videos coming trying to sort this garden out. Coming around here. Oh, you can see the custom made unit that I made. So here, this is going to be his pencil drawer. Pencils and pens. Have a door front onto it. I made a door front that's going to sit over here, so he tidies everything out. Going to be handleless because what I've done is I let it sit over the edge there. When you see that, yeah, that's going to be a handleless door on there. That's going to get sanded and the second coat of primer and filled. So I think I'd be doing these here first. The second coaters. Get that first coat down on there while that's drying. Inside the wardrobes have been painted now. These look really nice. He's done a grand job on that. So what we're going to do is get some shelf holes into here so we can get those shelves into that cupboard. And then over here we're going to have this top to bottom with shelves which are all sitting there and get them ready up. But he's done a lovely job on this here. This outside is going to paint that colour, but this here is literally, look at that windowsill. That feels so nice. You know, he's painted it, he should pull this tape off to have that satisfaction to see what it looks like. But I'll leave that to him to do, because that will be a really, you know, it's nice, even the underneath edge where he's got it there. That is really good paint work. So these are the shelves. They've all been coated. They will sit into that cupboard here. Very difficult to do this one-handed. They do just fit into there. Those shelves will fit into that. So these will be the shelves that sit in that unit there. Could be doing loads with this one again and get all this here cleared out. Screws into boxes. The drawers go back there into the unit, so it's starting to come little parts back together again. Doors look much better with the first coat of primer onto them. That's what we done last time. Get into, it could be clearing loads out, these empty cardboard boxes out and stuff like that. So it's starting to take shape. This here's now had, you can see there, lovely painted in. Nice like that. This needs a coat of primer onto it. A second coat, that needs a second coat onto it. That's had a first coat on it, that needs rubbing down. So it's all things like this here. Looks like this door surround looks so much better now with primer on. Just say it again. These walls look great. once we cleared that front room out, get rid of the table, get rid of that. That's going back to mine. These are things I need to go out into the garage. Table and chairs there already. Stuff like that will be there. So brilliant. It's going to look really nice. Then it's going to be on to sanding that ceiling. Microphone's on, but it's going to be hard to hear me. So this is my procedure for sanding. Tuck the beard in. I'm actually look beardless now. Getting ready for sanding. This mask is such a comfy fit for beard wearers, and it's a real good one. It's nice and comfortable. Going to get on to sanding now. I'll do a bit of a time lapse to show you how that gets on, okay? Hope you enjoyed. Check it out.
Woodworking, plumbing, plastering, tiling, roofing, bricklaying, tiling, car repairs, wooden floors and doors, windows and stairs. Anything you can learn, he will try and perfect to a high standard with loads of attention to detail.
So, today it's just been all about painting and prepping. So, nice thing is that you can recoat this paint in an hour. Like I said before, probably I used that loads before. It's a real nice paint to use. So that's been sanded back now, and that's going to get painted. You can see the sockets are back on there. They were a bit of a nightmare because you can't see above it to get them in. I sanded the doors through. So these are the little doors that hang on here. They've been filled again. It gets second coat of primer, and that's how they'll sit. Hinges have been ordered, so it's gonna have a nice set of doors on there. I'm gonna get them all primed up. This has all been done. These shelves have been done. I like those floating shelves, like I said before. It's really light, this house here. Look at that sun coming through there on the wall. This is going to be, oh God, I can't see here. Afternoon sun, what a lucky guy. And then after now it's here. That's been primed. Had a second coat of primer on it. Makes it look so much nicer now. I put in the kitchen, the socket on now. So let's come up here, walk up the stairs. I gotta do this board here, that plywood. I think it's got a hollow in it, so it's like a bit odd. So this is had primer. This is gonna give the same colour as the kitchen. Probably gonna paint the inside of the drawer as well. You make a drawer front stuff for that one, but there's the door. That door will sit on there. Hinges, like I said, have been ordered, and they will go on then. So camera's propped up on a piece of 4x2 sitting there so you can see me. And what I'm doing is now I'm going to go around and prime this whole cupboard up. So what I tend to do is load the brush up, get it on, get it into the corner. The nice thing is these walls are still going to get a coat, so, and that as this is a wall and thingy prime, a wall and wood primer, you can prime bare plaster with this. That's what it says. This is acrylic primer, so a little bit on the wall won't kill us for this here. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to still run a mastic bead around the top there. We left this here at the back open. That's purposely left open, so that's a bit of a ventilation gap going into there, because I'm expecting that when things sit in there, it might get a bit warm inside there, and somehow the air has to escape. The hardest thing with doing stuff like this is being tall and trying to squeeze down when you build things like this. I've done the same in my house, but that was a round shape that I built, a half round one that I built there. That's before I'd done YouTube filming, because that would have been an interesting build to see how I built those doors on that. I curved my own plywood to get them working. I think the last time when I gave the first coat of primer, this was already gone so dark and I couldn't even see what I was doing. But as it always gets 2 coats of primer before anything goes on, that's a good thing about it. I actually always go around and really slap it up into the corners, the paint. It does 2 things. See if there's any gaps that may appear, and it leaves a nice finish. As you can see there, I put the mic on the side of my glasses, so I hope the sound is better. I've been a lucky boy with that, you know, struck a good deal. New camera and mic with batteries and everything like that. It was true when Steve from Steve and Alex, you know, they said watch out for the deals with them, and they'll come through. So this is on the new Osmo 5. I know there's an Osmo 6 out, but the nice thing is internal storage on this camera, and I think the quality is going to be hopefully much better in my videos than now, with better filming gear. Easier than trying to prop a phone up somewhere and everything like that. So today's video is a bit of all-round DIY stuff that I've been doing. It's really hard to find one thing to film now, because we're in this, I would probably call it the finishing stages. We're getting pretty close to being done. So if anything particular people want me to video as I go along, otherwise I might just do a longer time-lapse section with doing stuff, because there's no more. The next big job will be probably putting floors down. I can film stuff like that, or we're going to concrete in a section at the back by the back door where they've put the patio doors in. And it's a really strange one. They left bricks in, but these bricks were all loose and had a floorboard sitting on, had like a chipboard sort of windowsill put on there that looked, we thought it was solid mahogany and it wasn't. Ended up being a chipboard window sill. That was absolutely awful. How it was fixed down, it rocked, it moved, so we had to take that out. And as we took that out, we discovered there's a big void underneath there. So what we're going to do there is, we had a couple of bags of sand left over. We picked ourselves some cement up, and we threw the cement into, we're going to do a sand and cement, like a light concrete mix only, because it's going to be eventually coming out when we build the extension, but just for now, to create like there, somewhere for the floor to sit onto and have a solid stage going through it. So So, a bit of painting done, nicely primed up. Have to leave that to dry out then. It's amazing how quick it absorbs into MDF, but I think with this roller finish you get a lovely finish onto cupboards. Here we go. So that's the whole unit primed up. So it's literally just painting away, that's what I'm doing. Priming, priming, priming. There's plenty of it. That was the piece of wood I had made the camera propped on early on. This would have now 2 coats of primer. And I'm going to get around doing the inside and finish my brew. So, priming inside the units. I think paint rollers have been the best invention for finishes. I wonder what they've done before the days that, just all brush stroked. This, by the way, is going to be a log storage, but we built it in such a way that it could be doubled up as a later on bookshelf if they wanted to. So it's like a multi-purpose finish to it. I didn't want to just do something and then they couldn't use it for something else. But as we got a log burner and we realised ourselves, you do need to keep quite a bit on hand, otherwise you're running out every 5 minutes grabbing wood in if you're heating with it. So much better to do this before you do the finish on the wall, because it's so much easier to get to it then. And the nice thing, I forgot to mention about Sakura primers, that if you do have a small gap somewhere, if I don't mention it, probably have mentioned it, so I keep mentioning it, but if you work it in like that, it seals gaps and the multiple sins. DIY, probably one of my least favorite jobs is actually this one, painting and decorating. But then when you have finish on something, it does look nice when it's dry. But I'm quite impatient for that drying period. Because I think you do something. It's like today I've spent just the day doing this. Seems like I've done nothing. But next time I come back and I go, oh yeah, it does look so much different. And now Ian, my son, feels the same when he comes and paints. He goes, feels like nothing's been done. But then all of a sudden when you stand back and look at it, actually a fair amount has happened. Like when I came in today and seen those painted windowsills and all that paint, is that gloss stuff. It takes time, but it will look nice. It's like their first house has been like their dream house then. I tried to do everything they wanted, and I think we managed to do it reasonably well. And now I'm gonna go around everywhere and hit it with a roller. I think I probably should start from the top down. Stand up there. I was asked before to do like a beard care video. I'm not sure if that's something for a DIY channel, but I might be doing that soon. How I look after this nice grey beard of mine. Been today, had a trim, because you do need to do that. Try to let it grow wild. It takes quite a bit of TLC to make it feel like hair. It takes years to grow, but it's just perseverance. Using good products on it. I could give myself a ladder to get on top of the cupboard. need to load my tray again. When you think about painting something, I feel like your hands cramp up holding the roller. I'd like to say thank you again to all my YouTube subscribers, because I was literally blown away today when I looked 173 of views. That's so nice. My videos are getting more watches now and more subscribers. Extremely pleased with that. So won't be here next weekend, taking the weekend off, but then I've got the time, we'll have a little bit of time off, and what I'll do then is I'll try and get a load more done. Going to start emptying things out, not going to film emptying out or anything like that, just going to film actually hopefully doing good videos and everything like that. So okay, thanks for watching and see you soon. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. To the next one.